welcome to Carl's Silly Man Toys. Today we're heading out onto Hood Canal again. We've been out that way on a previous tour. This time we're starting up Highway 302 or Victor Cutoff Road. It's a nice little, about a 1.25 mile long twisty road. Then we tee into Highway 3 and go into Belfair and get some fuel. Mr. Triumph Tiger says he's just about out of fuel, so we'll top up, then head down the canal. Downfall with this road is the amount of tar strips they put on it. Probably hard to tell in the video, but my God, they went bonkers with it. So when it's wet, they're kind of slippery, and when it's hot, 80 degrees or more, they're pliable and they're gooey. I'd rather they just left it alone. Not tried to fix it. So I watched a couple videos last night, and someone was talking about be sure to check your air pressure and your tires, your battery levels, and do your regular like monthly kind of checks or weekly kind of checks on things like tire pressure. So I decided to check my tire pressures. The back was about 2 pounds low. The front was at 20 pounds. Some guys suggest 42, 36 to 42. So I thought that's maybe why I'm getting a bit of a wobble at freeway speed, or less when I take my hands off the bars. Let's see what happens today now that I've put air in the... Oh, it's still got a little bit of a wobble. It's definitely no tank slapper. So it wasn't a tire, just a tire. It's got a real fine wobble. Anywho, I'll keep an eye on it. If it gets worse, it's something else. Head bearing, something. Tire. Tires only got 3,000 miles on them. 3,300 miles. I bought the bike with 2,200 miles, and I've put about 1,100 on it the last couple months. So it was professionally checked out and tuned up at the dealership I got the bike from, which, like I said, I don't often buy bikes from dealerships because I always buy used. So Joe homeowner, Joe bike owner, typically cheaper than a dealership, but this just happened to be the one that I wanted, and they had it. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off here, then we'll come back to this turn a little bit later, head down South Shore. Alright, we are off on another tour of Olympic Peninsula, Kitsap Peninsula roadways. Today we're headed down Highway or State Route 106, Highway 106 to locals, or South Shore. This is the South Shore of the northeastern part of the Hood Canal. It winds down towards Shelton and eventually out towards Hoodsport. I think today we'll head down towards Hunter Farms, small locally owned farm shop, and they do everything from pumpkins to any day fruits and veggies, but their pumpkin harvest is pretty impressive. They have a big Halloween get together and pick your own pumpkin kind of deal, and they have a little tractor and a wagon for kids to ride on and all that when they go pick their pumpkins. It's a pretty neat deal. We'll head down to that, but we'll do a couple stops along the way, along the Hood Canal on South Shore Road. It's a little gray today. Typical northwest weather, but it is August 26th. Anyway, late August 2024. There's the Sunset Beach Grocery and Deli. They make pretty good gyros. Gyro, Philly cheesesteak, yakisoba, fried rice, or yakisoba. I've only tried the gyro. It's pretty good. It's one of the South Shore castles. There's a couple houses along here that are pretty impressive and unique. There's a French chalet style home further south. That one back there, the guys used to only work on it on Thursday, so all the locals called it the Thursday house. I think he lived over in King County near Seattle and came out, you know, when he could. There's a cormorant drying his wings. When the tide's out, it's great along here for oysters and clams. It's a good stretch all the way down here, almost down to the Skokomish reservation, and it gets more muddy tidal. But out here you can see people have got oysters for driveways. Yeah, a good area for shellfish. Still beautiful even though it's gray. The water's pretty, you can see the mountains in the distance. It's a nice drive regardless. There again, if it does start seriously pissing it down, I'm gonna turn around and go home like a fair weather biker. Whoa, crow. Jeez. Thought crows were supposed to be smart. Slow down here when we go past 210 State Park. Not too busy today, a little cooler. I came by here one day, it was 79, 80 something degrees maybe. The place was packed. Might just do a quick turnaround in the boat launch here. I came this route on a previous video, so I'm not gonna hang out too long. Fellow biker going out for a cruise. Washington, State of Washington Marine Crew. Yeah, pretty nice stop anyway. Nice area. Pretty nice boat launch. Lovely setting. bike in rain mode. The last time I went out, it was pissing it down last weekend. I went out to a local air show in Bremerton, Washington. Great show, but at the end of the day, it started to turn like this, then even darker, and they actually canceled the last two events of the show. And everyone packed up real quick and headed to the buses. There's a bus to the car park or a long walk. The buses were so full, I chose the long walk, but I got on my bike and within 5 minutes just opened up. The rain cometh. And I did not have waterproof gear on. Got home, was a little wet. Pretty spot here. You can see the Olympics in the distance. Kind of watch the road a little bit though. Coming up on the right is that French chalet house I was talking about. Very unlikely roof here. Slate roof. I think stainless steel gutters, but very very posh little house. It's really not that big, it's just the design is so unique for the area. This area is more timber framed, timber trimmed. There's a couple of companies out here that specialize in just cedar homes, and all the exterior is cedar trim. Used to do just cedar roofs, cedar siding, everything like that. Really beautiful homes, but very fitting for the Northwest, or at least Western Washington. Entering Union. Union really isn't a town, it's just more like an area. It has the Robin Hood Holiday Estates, little cabins. It has Cameo Boutique Store. It has a spa resort, Alderbrook. Kind of spendy restaurant or two in there, and a golf course up the hill. Now that road, that's a fun road. I should probably take that. Oh well. But really not much else here in Union. It's just a little bit of a touristy spot on the road. I guess Union does have a little store and another restaurant coming up here in a couple of minutes. The store is all natural, locally grown stuffs, which is kind of great. And the restaurant is Dos Margaritas, so it's a small chain in the area. And I guess there's a marina. I forgot about a few things. The marina is pretty small, as you can see. Yeah, a few boats there. They go stop opposite the little store. Could go in there for a bite to eat. They've usually got specials like sandwich specials, burrito specials, stuff like that, and they're really good. It's just very nice homemade kind of flavors. Downtown Union Country Store. And over here, like I say, 2 margaritas. That was a great view of the canal. You can see the Olympics in the distance. Definitely getting some rain. But the wind's blowing from the north. Huh. What's that gonna bring? That's the north. Looks a little more bright than west. West looks pretty damn gray. I know I'm harping on about it, but I guess I don't want to be out getting wet. Alright. Continue on. Family Mexican restaurant. Pretty good as it goes. We've been in there 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Now, yeah, we're not closed. And they just very helpful and pretty damn convenient when it gets late. You go, I need something to eat. It's a good stop. This piece of the Hood Canal. The Hood Canal is a bit of a horseshoe shape, or a V. We're presently on the eastern edge of it. The Skokomish River at the far end runs into the canal and often floods. It's Skokomish flatlands there, it's reservation land. It just pretty much every other year floods. People just keep putting their houses further and further up on stilts, but they stay there. It's a neat area, but I think I'd be moving. It's a pretty area, that's for sure. Good fishing. This Skokomish River is a salmon river, so little fishies go up there, spawn and all that good stuff. Getting to that time of year too where the fish are coming back upstream to spawn. September, October, November time is typical. Alright, we're coming up to Hunter Farms. This is part of their establishment. Probably not very busy today. They have a nursery, visitor center, and Hunter Farms pumpkin patch, open every day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm sure during late October. But you can see it's pretty authentic looking farm shop. You get the right gear, Carl. We'll head over to Purdy Cutoff Road. Purdy Cutoff Road goes from 106, Highway 106 that is, to Highway 101, but there's no houses on it, and it's really nicely twisty. Especially at the right speeds. must be fishing season already. These guys down here in their trucks. Still right along the Skokomish River. Some more of the river there. Well, this kind of brings it to the end of this little tour. Like I said, it was down State Route 106 or South Shore from Belfair to Union to Skokomish Valley. Head on to this road, Purdy Cutoff Road. Like I say, it's just something that joins 106 with another part of Highway 101. And you can see in front of me, oh, I guess that killed it. Port Angeles is to the north. Olympia a little bit to the south. This is the road, as I think I mentioned before, goes from Forks, or actually Port Angeles, across to Forks, Washington, then all the way down to South California. Well, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, and drive safe. Thank you.